I'm fortunate to be surrounded by so many high performers and leaders and executives in my companies and in the people on my board of directors and in a handful of companies that I advise in Club 28. And why we're successful becomes very evident when you sit down and you chat with these people, whether that's in a business meeting or over a meal or just socially. And the conversations when we get together are rarely just related to business. Often they're related to us as people or as family men and women and as friends. And one of the things that's surprisingly clear across the board is that top executives, no matter what position they hold, whether that's a CEO of a large company or a high growth entrepreneur or a C-level executive, they all have a morning routine. And their routine isn't the same for every person, but every person has a routine. So I want to share some of our morning routines with you because if you're striving to improve your performance in any area of your life, the way you begin your day sets the standard for how the rest of your day is going to be going. Whether that's consciously or unconsciously, the standard is set. And when you have a morning routine that you know you're going to do as soon as your feet hit the floor after getting out of bed in the morning, and that routine frames the rest of your day by starting the very first hour or the first 30 minutes or even the first 15 minutes with something that kind of primes the pumps and gives you a quick win right off the bat, what you find is that your day will be more successful, your attitude will be more positive, and the results for the rest of the day that you get will be more impactful. So here's some examples, not taken from books or seminars or podcasts, but from amazingly high-performing executives who I know and who have shared their lives with me in some way, shape, or form, so that I've actually seen them live this, and I've seen the results in their lives after implementing some of these really simple changes that I hope you'll take some notes and implement too. One very good friend of mine, who I've known for almost 20 years, who I consider a brother who built an $800 million a year company from scratch, wakes up and prays. Another really good friend who I admire massively, who is not really a business person, but I consider him one of the most successful people that I know, who has achieved so very much in his life after losing his legs in the military. He wakes up and he meditates. Other very successful friends of mine who range from millionaires to billionaires wake up and work out. Some of them wake up and take a walk in nature. Some of them wake up and read. Some of them wake up and make breakfast with their family. Some wake up and make a gratitude list. Some make a list of the top projects that they're going to accomplish that day. Some make a list of the big goals that they have in life so that they know during that day what they're working towards. But without a doubt, every top executive that I know, or every successful person, no matter what they do for a living, seems to have a regular morning routine. The ones that I listed are just examples, but they're from highly successful people, most of whom became successful, listen to this, after starting their morning routine. And I'm not saying that their success is directly attributed only to what they do in the morning, but when you can set the standard for your day, just when you wake up, your outlook on everything is better, which makes the results that you get throughout the day better. So if you want to know other traits of amazingly successful people that you won't read about in books or hear about in seminars, then dig into the videos that I post on YouTube and also on Instagram, because I detail everything from the tactics that we use to scale 8-figure companies to tactics that we use to stay engaged and healthy and happy and driven in life. And then subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss all the free content that we're putting out, because the simple actions you take during your day determine the results you're going to consistently get both in business and in life. And if you have questions for me or topics that you want covered in a future video, either tell me in the comments right now below or jump over to my website at chrisguerriero.com and hit the button at the top that says Ask Chris. I see all of those questions and they get answered. In fact, every single morning, my team and I devote 10 minutes for me to kind of rapid fire answer as many of those questions as possible. And then they take notes and send my replies to everybody who asked questions. So if you ask me a question and you don't hear back from us that day, just know that your question will wind up in front of me very, very soon, and you'll get a reply straight from my mouth. So go ahead, subscribe now, hit the bell notification, and if you got value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, because that supports the channel a lot. And then jump over to my website and start a conversation with me by hitting the Ask Chris button.